Hey, welcome back to episode 5 of my Raw Nationals Prep series. This video is going to be all of my training from my 4th week of prep. I'm a really crap YouTuber, so pumping out these videos has been a real challenge for me as of late. I'm going to be uploading this video followed by my 5th week of training right after, so I'm really just playing catch up right now. But in this video, I'll be discussing the pros and cons of owning a home gym made for powerlifting. I feel more comfortable talking about it now since I've been training in the home gym here for about 10 plus months now. So first I'll say is that having a home gym is purely a luxury and an investment made by me to really just take control of my environment. There's been a recent surge of strength enthusiasts who have been making the transition into home gym training, me included, and I think if someone broke down the pros and cons in a relatable way, it helped convince someone one way or another into making the investment or just steering clear. I also get asked a lot how much the gym was. Before biting the bullet on the equipment, I sold an extensive portion of my comic book collection to make this gym happen. I spent right around $2,000 for it, and I think I fared pretty well. I spent a bunch of time figuring things out on the Rogue website and doing endless searching on Craigslist to find what I wanted to outfit the gym the way I wanted. Alright, so enough of that. Let's begin to go over the pros and cons. So first the pros. The first pro, and probably the biggest one, is just control of your environment. It really covers a lot simply because you become the ruler of your own Iron Kingdom. No waiting for equipment, no more peak gym hours, you can use chalk, so there's no rules. Play whatever music you want. If you have kids, don't worry because you're at home. And literally a big one for me is that there are no more trolls. So that means no corny ass gym bros that have crap etiquette, and especially for ladies, working out at home I'd imagine is far more appealing if you're worried about that creep at your gym. Secondly, we're here for a good time, not a long time, and time is something that definitely is more manageable with a home gym. You get a lot of lost time back when you start training from home because you don't have to drive to and from the gym. There's no more traffic, no more worries about parking, no more dealing with the locker rooms, and definitely no more standing around waiting for the guy deadlifting inside of the squat rack. This is a big one for me. Equipment, should you decide to make specific investments for your home gym, the equipment you purchase is a huge advantage. In all of the gyms I've been forced to train in prior to my home gym, I've always encountered bent barbells, hexagonal plates, rusted metals, commercial squat racks, bad knurling, and the list goes on and on. The biggest impact as far as equipment goes is finally just having a legitimate power bar to train with. Literally a night and day difference, and I'd advise you to purchase a power bar if you can. Another pro is that the potential to save money, but time needed for your investment to kind of equalize money saved varies greatly with how much your initial investment is, obviously. Another pro is that it gives you a chance to have others train with you personally and gets others interested in fitness. So some of my more local athletes have a chance to train with me in person, and as far as getting others interested in fitness, I've ran my dad through some strength work here, and I've had some cousins that lived down here once or twice before. And that's it as far as pros that I could come up with right away. But now for the cons or drawbacks, and there are a lot that often go overlooked in my opinion. Obviously, the initial investment, setup costs, especially if you want certain equipment, will kill your wallet when you're setting up a home gym. Obviously, a home gym can be done fairly inexpensively, but you can also go all out. Depending on your investment, limited equipment becomes a drawback as well. I find myself often limited as to what I can accomplish sometimes. Sometimes I just want a full rack of dumbbells, but you know that that's a super expensive investment and something a commercial gym will usually always have, which is dumbbells, and that's just one of the limiting factors of having a home gym. Loss of space is another drawback. For some situations, a basement gym or a garage gym will necessitate removing a chunk of your environment, but that's obvious, but also a consideration many do not make. Climate issues, not really an issue for my home gym personally, but a lot of my buddies who have home gyms outfit their garages or unfinished basements, and the seasons really impact the gym. Hot summer months or cold winter nights make a big difference and can potentially ruin your equipment in some cases. And the biggest con for me personally is distraction. I often find it really hard to have that laser focus in my home gym. The benefit of having your home gym attached to your house comes with a drawback. It can be harder to leave behind the responsibilities and cares of your home life and home things included. So say your wife, your kids, your girlfriend, or in my case, my parents may want something from you during your training sessions. It's much easier to be on your phone and devices since etiquette isn't really necessitated in your home gym, unlike a commercial gym. And I often feel lonely. It's hard to get pumped up by yourself. If you're in a gym with a lot of folks, there's pressure to not screw up, and there are people looking at you, and it definitely helps me get my mind right. But while it's a drawback, I also feel it's certainly a pro because my time spent training at home, I've been far more reliant on immediate ability and focus, and less reliant on external factors and energy. I practice here a lot of self-talk by myself, visualization, and honestly just practice. Being able to do that by myself in my home environment forces me to create my own focus rather than using other factors to force focus upon myself. Sort of a long-winded video, but I got what I thought immediately were pros and cons across. Use my points as a way to decide for yourself if a home gym is right for you. I have no regrets so far, except for maybe buying the deadlift bar. But in this gym, I've progressed in my powerlifting movements immensely, and I'm really happy with the results it's helped to provide me. Anyways, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me below. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for my next video, which will be out shortly, because I'm still playing catch up. Thanks for watching again. I'll talk to you guys soon.